Hello and welcome to another Pokemon card video. So we're going to continue here with the Spring 2016 decks, this time featuring Mewtwo EX. So let's have a quick look in here, see what we got. So we've got Chatot, Sigilyph, Mewtwo EX here. So we got Scattershot, which does 30 times the amount of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon, and damage change. Switch all the damage counters on this Pokemon with those of your opponent's active Pokemon. So that could be quite interesting. We've got Rattata and Raticate. So that Raticate ability means it can't be affected by any conditions. So we'll see how that plays out. Drowsy and Hypno. So I'm guessing that Raticate is going to be for this ability where you can leave both active Pokemon asleep. We've got Furfrou, we've got Esper, and we've got Meowstic. So we've got a good selection of different types of Pokemon there. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys play out. So we've got Energy Switch, Max Elixir, Super Rod. So that's going to get us cards if we need them. Trainer Mail, Great Ball, Evosoda, Evolutions there. Professor Birch, Skylar, Fisherman, okay, Bridget. So we can go and get REX, Stephen. That Judge card is pretty good. Hopefully give us some card advantage at some point. And Magnetic Storm, okay. Okay, so this special psychic energy reduces the retreat cost by 2 colourless energy. So, or 2 energy. So that's going to be quite useful. So, here we go. Let's try this deck. So we're up against a grass deck here. So I think from looking at this Mewtwo deck, effectively you're going to be behind before you start taking the lead. I think that's how this deck sort of works. We'll go for heads. So basically I think what the Mewtwo card is going to be quite interesting because until we can build up enough power on Mewtwo's actual attack, we might be better to not attack at all. Let them put quite a lot of damage on us, but bearing in mind we've got 170 health, and then we can throw it and exchange it with them. So if we put damage on there, we're just going to be swapping damage values. If I put no damage on there, build up some damage, and then swap it, I could get KO straight away and fully heal Mewtwo. So, and then once that's in place, that's going to be hard to beat. And then try and power up the actual attack to one-shot anything. I think that's how I'm going to try and play this. So we've got Furfrou out to begin with. Let's try find our Mewtwo with a Great Ball to begin with. Save the Bridget. Might need that later. There we go. So Mewtwo's was actually the first card there, so that's worked out nicely for us. So we'll put Mewtwo on the bench, and obviously we need to get we need to get a minimum of 3 energy onto there. If we have to put more on, then we will, because we want to build up that first attack, because it does 30 times the number of energy. Let's try this Trainer Mail, see what's there. Nothing, so a bit of a waste, but we weren't to know. Might try Stephen next. I can only use 1 supporter. I've already got a Bridget in hand, so I don't need that. That Fisherman's going to be better later on. So, no. Let's get Professor Birch's observations, just in case, and grab an energy. That was the most important thing from that Stephen card there. And if we need to, then we can get 7 cards in hand later. Now, I can actually do an attack. So, let's put it on Furfrou. Let's go for card draw. Let's get another card in hand. I can always retreat it then as well. So, okay, so we've got that Hypno. So, Drowsy would be nice next. We can get it with Bridget. get 3 basic Pokemon or a EX, so we'll see how it plays out. May only need the 1 Mewtwo. Okay, so let's see what they go for here. Okay, so Simisage. So presumably they're going to evolve. There we go. I can't remember what their attacks are, but he needs 3 for Solar Beam there. Torment. So he can stop me from doing an attack. So I'm guessing he chose the card draw one there. So we might not get any more out of that. Let's put that in play. Let's start powering up on Mewtwo. Got that coat, that could be quite useful later. If we get that Hypno going, we could avoid putting ourselves to sleep there, so that could be quite useful. We need that Drowsy then. No, he obviously thought I was going to go for the damage, so let's draw a card. Okay, so we've got that Stadium in place, so we can put it in and it prevents all resistance. I think that's how it works. I don't think there's going to be a problem in this deck. Okay, so unfortunately we had to say goodbye to Furfrou there. Now, this is a bit annoying because that Simisage only does 70 damage. If we do a damage swap, we're not going to have enough to KO it. And we haven't got enough energy anyway, so we're going to have to stall this a little bit, which is annoying. So let's put Sigilyph out. Got that Super Rod. It's not the most effective thing right now. Let's play the Stadium. Let's play Bridget. We may well need that Mewtwo. Or we can get the Drowsies there. I'm going to go Mewtwo. If we lose one Mewtwo, at least we've got the second one ready on the bench. Other than that, we're a bit stuck at the moment. I can't even use Professor Birch there, so let's play this coat. Let's be ready. And we're going to have to hand it over here. Okay. So he's not going to get a one-hit KO unless he puts a muscle band or something on. So we should buy ourselves a turn here. There we go. Let's build up a little bit of his confidence here. So got an energy, that's good. Let's stick it on Mewtwo here. Now really, I haven't got anything great there. It's not really worth playing that Super Rod right now. Got 1 Pokemon, 1 energy, so we're not going to get our worth out of that. So shuffle any 3 combination Pokemon or a basic energy. So we could get the 1 energy that we need, but I'm going to shuffle that back in, and we're lucky we get 7. Yeah. So there's that Drowsy that we no longer need, but we've got 2 energy. That's important. I've got a couple of Espers as well. Let's put Drowsy on. We've got that special coat on, so if we do draw another Hypno that we've shuffled back in, that could be pretty useful later. I think, yeah, there's no point in doing anything else there. We're going to get, Sigilyph is going to get knocked out here, but we'll be ready to go, energy in hand, with Mewtwo next turn, unless he does anything to knock energy off Mewtwo here. I think we'll be good to go. Now, our primary attack with 3 energy will do the 90 damage that we need to knock out that Simisage. So, we've got that covered. So, here we go. Good. We've drawn into another energy as well, so we can start powering up that second Mewtwo as well. That's going to be pretty useful. So let's do Scattershot here. Okay. So we're on 5 prize cards to 4. Okay. There's something wrong with the way that's rendered. That is the special psychic energy there. I don't know why. It's happened on a couple of games that I've played. There we go, it's finally appeared. Okay, so he's beefing up that Tropius there, but he's got a long way to go with powering up that. And even if he does, he can't. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to read that psychic energy there. For some reason, it just goes dark. So that hard charm on the Tropius means that I won't be able to one-shot it. So I could build up my attack in preparation, but I'm going to save the special energy. Don't need it yet, and I haven't got anything that it'd be worth retreating Mewtwo into. So let's just see how it plays out. Okay, good, another energy. So that's good. So we've got enough to fully power up our second Mewtwo. So I think we're going to have to take some damage here if he's got another energy, but it's not going to be worth swapping it over at this stage. So the only way that we're going to do this is, yeah, so he's going to do that stomp attack. That's good. Only 50 damage. That's fine. We'll take that. So, good, another energy. Cool. So I think we're going to have to power up this main Mewtwo. I want it ready so that I can retreat it later if I can. So let's do Scatter Shot. There we go, plenty. So we've knocked out that. We've got 50 damage. Now if he puts out a Pokemon with 50 or less, we can... There we go. So it's only got 40. So I can damage transfer that, fully heal Mewtwo, and get the KO. So be ready to take on whatever else he powers up here. And we've got a good hand here. We've got a good bench. I'm happy. Okay, so nothing happening there. I've really knocked out all his heavy hitters, and I've got energy in hand. So I think I might transfer. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to transfer an energy from this Mewtwo to the other Mewtwo, because losing 5 energy, if he somehow manages to knock it out, is a big deal. And we can get 2 on that one, so we're ready to go. So let's do that damage change here. We're going to put 50 onto there, and we're going to fully heal ourselves. Brilliant. That worked a charm. So we're back to 170 health. And really, he certainly hasn't got any answers on the bench right now. Still got enough energy to... Okay. Still got enough energy to cause 120 damage with Scatter Shot. Ah, right, okay, here we go. So he's going to do Torment here. So he's definitely going to block my Scatter Shot attack. But I've got a special energy that reduces my retreat cost. Retreat cost is only 2. So I'm going to retreat for free. Yeah, just checking. I'm going to put in my Mewtwo. I've got plenty of energy. I'm going to power it up, and we're going to take him out. I'm just checking. Yeah, let's power him up. I don't want to play Judge. I've got more cards than him. Yeah, let's do it. I'd be pretty annoyed if this happened to me here. Here we go. Have a Scatter Shot anyway. There we go, 90 damage. And yeah, there we go. He's conceded it. So that worked quite well. That couldn't really gone any better. I certainly got the card draw, certainly got the energy that I needed. So that was perfect. And that demonstrated the swapping the damage. But I've seen it used to better effect, let's put it that way. So yeah, not bad stats there, but I think we'll try another opponent. Yeah, let's try another one, see how it goes. So here we go. So we're up against a water and normal type deck. So I'd be intrigued to see what comes up here. Let's go for heads. And we'll go first. So, yeah, like in the last match, we went a little bit behind, and then once we got that Mewtwo powered up, no issues. We were going to win either way, but we were able to retreat and put out the other ones. So I think that worked really nicely. So we've got a few basic Pokemon there. That's looking good. Put Drowsy in, and we're going for Esper. So be intrigued to see what he starts with. Okay. So a white Kyurem straight off the bat. So we're going to be looking out for fire energies, because that's going to damage the bench. So it's a good reason why you don't unload everything onto the bench to begin with, because certainly that Rattata has got low HP. So let's try for the Mewtwo. No, that didn't work. Okay. So we're going to struggle a bit from here. I've got that red card, could bring his hand size down, and hope that we sort of get rid of some energy. So let's put that on. Let's play the judge. Okay, so we've got another special coat, but we've got 2 energy. We've got Furfrou. I'm going to power up Esper, because I think that Drowsy is going to get hit before I can get it to Hypno and power it up, to be honest. Okay, so he's powering up. Nothing on the bench still. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, could have got Meowstic, but I got Hypno. That is going to be annoying. But his ability is good. Good night, babies. We'll be able to hopefully try and stall this out a little bit. Sparkling Robe. Do I really want to keep myself awake? I guess. Well, I haven't got anything else to put it on. So let's do this ability. Let's put them to sleep. Obviously, with the Sparkling Robe, I don't put myself to sleep, so I can keep doing that every turn. And it's on a coin flip, so he's actually stayed asleep this turn. So even if he puts an energy on, he won't be able to do any damage to me this turn, unless he's got full heal or something. See what he does here. I think he's just gonna, unless he's got some trainers to play, it will just pass to me. Okay. Okay, so he's awake now, but can't attack. So we've got that Evosoda. Let's go for a Meowstic. Yeah. And I honestly don't think it's worth powering up that Hypno, because he's just going to take it out. So I'm going to save the energy in case we draw something good. I can always put it on Meowstic if I need to, and then it will be fully powered. I don't need to play it right now. So let's keep it in hand. We've put White Kyurem to sleep, so he's played a Froakie onto the board and evolved his Doduo. No damage taken, so we're good. Bridget, right, let's get that Mewtwo. And we've got 1 energy to power it, so not in a great position here. I've got to be honest, we've got Furfrou in hand. I'm going to keep it away from the bench for the time being. He's got no fire energy on his White Kyurem there, so at the moment he can't attack the bench. But that's fine. So, let's see. So he's going to draw 3 cards. And we'll see what he does from here. So he's powering him up. And he's going to be able to do big damage to me as soon as he wakes up. It's one of those things. I don't think it's actually going to make much difference, that stadium card. Just end the turn. Oh, okay. So I think Hypno is going to go here, so that's just unlucky. We've managed to stall it a few turns. I certainly don't want to be putting out Mewtwo just yet. So I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put out Meowstic. He can't use that same attack again, so that's the text on that white Kyurem card. So it will survive this round, but he's made it a bit harder for me to take him out now with that hard charm. So let's put Furfrou on the board. Meowstic will live at least one more turn, but I've got Furfrou on there in case I need a little bit more time to power up Mewtwo, because I reckon he'll time it so he does that 130 damage to Mewtwo. If he does, I'm going to swap damage onto him, although I'm not sure how that hard charm will affect it, but we'll see. I certainly don't think I'm going to be able to get enough energy to take him out in one shot attached to Mewtwo, so we'll have to see how this goes. Okay. So he didn't do any damage to me that turn, but his main attack is now available to him. I've got nothing, so I'm going to skip. We really need to draw into some energy. This hand has really lacked energy. So a lucky helmet on Dodrio there. Yeah, we just desperately need to draw energy. Haven't seen much this game. Only 3 so far. So there we go. So he's taken out Meowstic there. It's a gamble, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to put out Furfrou here. I don't need it. I'm just making sure. Yeah, don't need it. He's still got 4 prize cards to go. Okay, so put Rattata on the board. That's not what I wanted to see, let's put it that way. Desperately need energy. So again, he's not going to be able to take out Furfrou in one hit here with White Kyurem. Just checking that it's an Endeavour attack. Flip 2 coins, does extra damage. So we've got an energy, okay. So we can do that damage shot. Let's put in that stadium. It's not going to lose me anything. And I might as well play that Raticate as well. So I can't do anything else at this stage. So let's pass over to them. I presume he's going to take out Furfrou here, but I'll be ready with Mewtwo. So as long as he doesn't do anything, take out energy or anything like that. I'm just making sure it's a damage for each head, so potentially up to 90 damage. Okay, so I reckon he's going to do 2 turns, 40 damage, I've got nothing, of that Furfrou, and then he's ready to do his big hit on me for Mewtwo. What I don't want him to do is that first attack of 40 damage, and then his big hit, because that would be enough. That would be 170 HP, 40 and 130 combined. So I don't want him to do that, but let's see. I think the temptation might be too high for him to do that 130 damage attack. So let's see how this works. Definitely don't want to do that. We're still lacking in energy here. We haven't really got much else to do. That's just moving it from one Pokemon to another. So I haven't netted anything. He's 3 away. So this is it. So I don't want to cause any damage to him, because if I damage transfer, I want to transfer for a clean bill of health. So putting damage on him is only going to hurt me later on. Now that is not what I want to see. So he's discarded an energy. That is bad news. So if he does do 130 damage here, unless I draw into an energy, I'm going to really struggle. In fact, we might be looking at a KO on Mewtwo here. So, okay, so he's hoping that I don't draw into an energy there, that's what I'm guessing. He's going to be able to do that 130 damage hit next turn, and that's going to be enough to knock me out. Didn't get the energy, which is really bad news, so great rule. I've got to go for another Mewtwo here. But this is bad news, very bad. So I put Mewtwo onto the bench. You know what? I've got no answer here, so I'm going to transfer some energy. I'm staring at losing my first Mewtwo EX. Might as well salvage something. Well, we'll put 10 damage on him. This is bad news. So I need to get 2 energy from somewhere. Meanwhile, he's boosting up his bench there. So we are now 1 prize card away from a loss. Let's put Eradicate. He can't knock out Eradicate with White Kyurem here. So, well, that Fisherman is going to get me energy out of the discard pile, but I won't be able to use it this turn. That's the better option. I maybe should have gone for Super Rod actually. I could have used that. Yeah, 2 supporters. Okay. Well, if he retreats White Kyurem and puts out Dodrio, he just needs to get 1 head flip and he's won this game. I'm hoping he's not going to do that. I'm hoping he's going to try and win this game with White Kyurem, but that would be the play, or another Pokemon that could do 70 damage very, very quickly. Yeah, we could be staring at a loss here. Okay, he didn't do it. That's fine with me. So we've got that Fisherman. Let's go and get some energy. We are desperate for energy in this deck. This hand has been really bad for energy. Now we're good. I'll put energy on there. Now unless he knocks energy off, I will be fine for next turn. So let's retreat, Eradicate. Let's put in Mewtwo. I'm not going to do any damage to him here. And he is more than likely to do his 130 damage hit. And as long as he doesn't knock energy off, I've got the energy to damage transfer. So he is going to be hoping. Well, he's seen me use that Fisherman, so he knows I've probably got the energy. Yeah, well, let's see how this plays out. Honestly, he could have won that if he had retreated his White Kyurem. It's only 3 retreat costs. He would have lost the energy, but he would have won the game. So, evolving up all his bench there. Well, unless we can deal with this White Kyurem, there's not a lot we're going to be able to do here. So, it's good he's thinking of contingencies. I'm going to be interested to see how that Hard Charm works. I'm pretty sure it won't, because it's not actual damage I'm causing to him. So there we go, 130 damage. So let's do that damage swap here, damage change. And there we go. Right, so could this be the comeback that we need. So here we go. So this is where this damage change works really, really well, because presumably he's going to do some damage to me here. Well, it depends on what he gets on the coin flip, because if he gets less than 90, it won't work. So Snorlax, okay. So it won't be worth me swapping. Okay. So I've got 100. That's more than enough to knock him out now. So here we go. And again, I don't think his Lucky Helmet will work here, because I'm not actually, the attack itself, damage change, doesn't have a damage value. I think that's how it works. It's just an effect, so it's not actually causing damage, pretty sure. So you shouldn't draw 2 cards there. Okay, so we're clawing it back. We were dangerously close to a loss there. We're clawing it back. Okay, so we've got Snorlax out. So that ability reduces damage by 30. I've attached a 4th energy card because, well, this is my last hope. Any Pokemon that gets knocked out, and I'm covering bases here. So we do 120 minus 30. So we'd only do 90 to Snorlax, but we have another energy card in hand. So unless he does anything like a hard charm or something like that, we should be able to knock out Snorlax. There we go. So we're not going to be able to knock out Snorlax, but he's not going to be able to cause damage. And he's put Psychic EX on the bench. So what are we going to do? Don't necessarily have to put the energy on, because it's still not going to be enough anyway. So let's have a look at Trainer's Mail. Might as well use it, see what we get. So we've got that Super Rod. Well, there won't be any energy in there, but could get some Pokemon. Really, it doesn't matter. Again, just like the Bridget, don't need that. There's no more EXs in there. I don't need basic Pokemon. Could have a look. Let's just see. I'm just going to check that there isn't any energy. Could try and go for the Hypno Drowsy. There's no energy there, is there? Hidden at the back? No. So I'm thinking of just ways that we can sort of muck this around. We might as well put Mewtwo in there. You never know. We could draw it with Bridget, but we don't have the energy. We do not have the energy. So that's part of my reasoning for the Hypno. Is it's an ability. It doesn't need any energy. Let's put the energy and shuffle in. Let's get 7. No. So we've only got 4 cards, but importantly, we've got 2 energy. So let's attack. So there's no way that he's going to be able to power up Snorlax, and he won't be able to retreat in next turn. So we'll get a prize card for taking out Snorlax. We need to be ready for that Palkia card. So okay, so that's 20 for each water energy. Now he hasn't started powering up Palkia. That's the only one. Well, even so, I can still do a damage change. So he's going to heal Snorlax. He's trying to stall it out. I don't really get that, because it's not enough. I'll still be able to knock it out anyway. So I don't really understand that. Yeah, he's given up. Well, I mean, that was a big comeback. I think, to be honest, if he had played it to the end, I'm pretty sure we would have won it. That Mewtwo was powered up enough that, and I had the cards in hand. Not that he knew that. I had the cards in hand that I could have taken out anything in one shot anyway. And I could have damage transferred any big hits anyway. See, look at that. Damage dealt, only 110 damage compared to his 720. So he must be kicking himself with that. But really good play there. So I had my troubles with this deck as well. As you can see in that second hand, energy was a massive problem. So I had a look through some cards and thought maybe like this Deoxys here would be quite good. That close encounter, 1 energy, drawing 2 cards. Card draw is really important in these types of games, particularly when you need big energy hitters. It's a basic Pokemon with good HP, and it's got that overdrive smash, so you can actually do some really good attacks as well, not just rely on Mewtwo's like I was in that game. But another option is maybe this Miss Magius here. That ability, that Twisted Incarnation, means that when I evolve into that Pokemon, I can make him shuffle his hand in and then draw to the value of his prize cards, which if you're playing a deck where you are running behind, that can be really useful. You're controlling their hand. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a thumbs up or a comment and join us for another one. Cheers.